Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Skagler Bones here with another video for you today, and this is how you can make cheap brakes better. So typically you got some Tektro brakes like came on this bike here, and they were just pretty inexpensive brakes, nothing fancy dancy, standard dual pull caliper brakes, but nothing to write home about. Now, can you get worse brakes? Probably you could. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but these are pretty low end when it comes to brakes are concerned. Now, is that a big deal? Probably not, but these are the type of brake pads that came on the bike that come with these type of brake calipers. So typically, and this is a non-replaceable brake pad. In order to replace the brake pad, you have to replace the whole brake portion. You don't have to replace the caliper, but you have to replace this whole piece. And then, as you can see here right now, there's no pad in there. This is what a replaceable pad looks like. But I would have to readjust this whole thing. So if I wanted to replace this, I'd have to pull these out. In fact, I'd have to take the wheel out. I have to pull this bolt out, pull this piece out, put a new one in. Let's see here, forward. So it'd go over here. I'd have to put this one in, back and re-bolt it in and adjust it. And as you can see, it's got kind of a front and back where it rocks back and forth like so. And then I'd have to readjust everything. Okay, so kind of a pain in the butt to replace these. And as you can see, these aren't fully worn down. They are worn down more on the front. Sorry. Good thing here. They're a little bit more worn down on the front than they are in the back, and that's just because of the way I adjust them. I tow them in a little bit, and if you tow them in just a little bit and you put a card, like a business card, and fold it once and you put it on the back part back here, and then you tighten it down that way once these are clamped down, and allow it kind of a little toe back like this, where the back end is towed out a little bit, they won't squeal ever. Okay, so this is how they'd go. They'll tell you the right and left side. This says right forward, so obviously you go on this side and it will go like this, or I can put it on the front end of the bike like that. Okay, so that's how you have to adjust them. The problem is every time you have to replace these, you got to adjust them. And also coming here from being in Virginia, the conditions here in Guam are quite a bit more wet than they are, and they're quite a bit more messy here in Guam than they were in Virginia. Okay, you can also see there's some metal bits that we're starting to get in there. See that? So I'd have to sit there and I'd have to take a pick the stuff out. Well, I need to change my brake pads or get a better quality brake pad anyways. So what I did is I bought this whole new system which goes on any Shimano compatible brakes, and it's from Surface. Now these are dirty, as you can see, and I probably need to go through these and pick out some bits of probably shavings of metal and stuff with a pick and stuff. But these are what they call triple material. Okay, they use 3 different compounds. Now this material here is the same as this back material. It's a softer material, and these flare out a little bit. And what these are is they're preset so that when this clamps down, this is set so that it won't make a squealing sound. They're kind of pre-adjusted. So this slides in there, this part goes forward, this is harder material, this is a second hardness material, and this is a softer material. So it allows for 3 different kind of levels of braking depending on how much you press down on the pads. And then all they do is they just slip in like so, and then you have a tiny little pin here, and that pin goes in here, and then then you've changed out your brake pads. So when it comes time to change the brake pads, all you have to do is pull this little pin out, and it just holds the brake pad in. You slide the brake pad out like so, and there you go. That's all you have to do to change out your brake pads. So all you have to do is buy just the brake pads. Okay, so typically replacements of these are about $10 to $15 for just these. Yeah, these were the same price, okay, to buy these, and then to buy just the pads it cost you like maybe $6 or $7 to replace, just buy pads instead of one set of pads. So you buy them in pairs. So this was $15 and the forward set was $15. So I bought a whole new set of brake pads for 30 bucks, and next time it's only going to cost me $12. Whereas every single time I'd have to replace these, and these I would have burned through these pretty quick here in Guam, so not really worth using these. So that's it. How you upgrade your brakes, get a better set of brakes. Now these brake pads, I don't know if you can see them there, the logo. These are by Surface. It's one of the same companies that makes cycling eyewear, and they're very good. Oh, one other thing you want to do too, especially on the back wheels, you see how I got all that black and stuff? You want to clean these up really good. Scrub them off. Get yourself a little Brillo pad. Scrub them off, degrease them, whatever you got to do. Dry them out. Make sure they're all dry. Just get them all wiped down really clean, and then let them dry out, and then put them back in. And that's how you can get long use out of your brake pads. The other thing you want to do too, the nice thing about being able to pull this is like this, is you can go in and make sure there's no shards of metal that gotten in here, and that's stuff that will scrape up the braking surface, your rim. Okay, so that's it for me. Just a little short video trying to tell you how you can upgrade your brakes.